What do you think, Duck? My name's Dan Johnson. I grew up in Palm Beach Gardens, Florida. We had turtles, lizards, snakes. I caught my first rattlesnake probably when I was 7 or 8, to my mom's chagrin. This is a picture of me when I was 5 and 2.5, already interested in frogs and turtles. I went into dog and cat practice, but I, from the get-go, knew I wanted to include exotics. And for a practitioner, that means anything that somebody keeps as a pet that's not a dog or a cat. Here we've got somebody, Jimmy Richardson. Jimmy is Chinchilla, 9 years old. All right, Jimmy. How's this gonna go? Am I gonna get bit? Attaboy. Jimmy's all chirping, no bite. Chinchillas, one of the rodents that I recommend most. They're from the Andes Mountains. They're from high elevation, not much vegetation up there, very little in the way of water. So this animal is one that doesn't produce a lot of urine, not a lot of odor. When it bathes itself in a dust bath, which is a pretty cool party trick. But this is the other reason they're easy to keep. Chinchilla poops. They come out like drier than desert sand. All right, let's do what we call the bunny burrito or chinchilla chonga. Right here, we have an herbivore with some dental disease. And that's not tea stained, they're supposed to be orange. Oh, but what do you know, he's missing a lower incisor. So he's got some dental disease with a tooth root there. And he may have a lot of pain because of that loose tooth. Rabbits, chinchillas, and guinea pigs, their teeth are continually growing throughout life, and they need to be ground down. They need to forage on high roughage. If they don't do that enough, their teeth don't get to grow and grind down fast enough. They don't turn over dental enamel quickly enough, and it results in dental disease. We're gonna sedate him at 4. Jimmy gets anesthesia every time. This borderline's on cruel to try and do the back teeth while they're awake. You ready?
Yeah.
I want to get this done fast because we don't want him under anesthesia any longer than he has to be. I'm just going to get you to hold this right here. No, just one finger hold. It doesn't take any pressure at all, okay? Just keep that up. Thanks. Right there. He's got a molar tooth that's overgrown and is digging into his tongue. It's actually keeping his tongue from being able to move. Right in there. And so the treatment is rather simple. I'm going to reach in and nip off some of the overgrown parts. It's important not to do any harm. So we got to be careful we don't pinch something that's vital, causes any bleeding. But that right there that I've done already frees up his tongue. Now we're going to use the snozzolator. All right, and then very quickly we should be able, because this was a very soupy, loose tooth, right in this area right here, he has a very loose, broken off lower incisor and won't require much effort. If you remove a tooth, if we don't damage the root enough, sometimes a weird tooth will grow back. I'm just checking to make sure I've gotten out the tooth root that needs to come out. I'm taking a piece of gelatin sponge and I'm going to make a little plug to keep food from going down in that tooth socket. He's going to have an antibiotic impregnated little bit of sponge here to keep food from going down the hole that we just made by removing a tooth, an infected tooth. Put him on oral antibiotics. Let's turn him down.
He started losing a lot of weight. So I got concerned and just found out that there was an exotic pet vet in the area. You know, we've come to find out that it is a genetic problem that just kind of is going to continue to happen, and we just have to treat it as it occurs, which unfortunately is about every 3 to 4 months. I think one thing I really enjoy about Jimmy the most is, you know, he's a rodent, but it just feels like he has this personality. And there's never a moment where I couldn't go into the room with him and let him out of the cage, let him, you know, crawl on me. It's easy to have that connection with a dog, and those types of animals that are more domesticated. But having that type of relationship with a rodent who's extremely soft and cute is, I don't know, it's just something unique about it. It's been, quite a joy over 11 years.